But 2 versus 1. That's great. Because he got really late. Yeah. That's super heavy. That's it.
Aisling and welcome to Elite Dangerous on the Xbox One. And today I just want to talk about a subject that's come up recently. So, Star posted a video of him and the Imperials blockading QBO and killing power players for the blue-haired Aisling Duval, and they murdered a load of them. I was there briefly. I got involved in this. This is my footage of some of the fighting. Somebody was posting that basically this was ganking and station games, which is quite funny considering it's the home system of that power. So if anyone's going to be playing station games, it's going to be the people of that power. And as you'll see in this video, they're the ones playing station games. I can be shot, they can shoot me in the no-fire zone and the station will do nothing, but if I touch them, the station will wreck me. That's how it works. Power play is something designed to facilitate PvP combat. It's a way of enabling players to get around the crime and punishment system and to engage in combat with hostile powers. When you sign up to power play, certain powers will be hostile and certain powers won't. Because I'm pledged to Archon Delaine, practically everyone's hostile towards me because Archon Delaine's not very popular. And you know, you can be attacked in the no-fire zone of a lot of stations just from being Archon Delaine. The current CG is hilariously in an Archon Delaine system, so I am free to attack any ship inside the no-fire zone that's flying for a hostile power, which has been really good fun hatchbreakering people who are pledged to any power that's hostile towards me. Any pledged person, I can just hatchbreaker them in the no-fire zone. There's nothing they can do about it. It's hilarious. I've already had some salty comments. I've already had some people very annoyed by that because they've, escaped from me in Super Cruise and then I'll just chase them to the station, hatchbreaking them in the no-fire zone and gone, thank you very much, and scooped up the cargo before search and rescue steal it all. But I'm not doing anything wrong because I am engaging a hostile power. And that is the beauty of power play. Power play factors in crimes, it factors in anything. This is why there's a lot of misconceptions when people attack power players and are like moaning at them because they think they're PvPers and they've got crimes on. Because power players will have crimes on, because if you should only be attacking them if you're in the appropriate power to oppose them. That's the point of power play. And if you're in the appropriate power, the crimes don't matter. And you can murder. I mean, I killed 2 guys up here. Right at the end I'll show you those clips, but I killed 2 guys. I got a bounty, but I didn't get any notoriety, meaning I could pay that bounty off immediately. That's because of power play. I don't get the notoriety because I'm killing someone I should be killing, and in certain systems I can kill them absolutely free of any crime. So it's power play is there to facilitate combat. So people saying, oh no, power players are just ganking, do not kind of understand the fundamentals of what power play is offering. Now Horizons, my Come Mine With Me episode of Horizons is well worth a watch because it goes quite deep into some of the inner workings of power play and some of the way power players view power play. Now, the odd thing is, the people who are complaining usually don't take part in power play or understand power play at all. But power play does keep thousands and thousands of players occupied. The Discord groups, the Reddit groups, the massive servers are dedicated to each power. There are thousands of people at play every week trying to get their power higher up a leaderboard or not. There's some people that take it really seriously. There's some people that are very inert in it. There's some people that, that's all they do in game. And to have all that they do in game labelled as just ganking by people who don't understand, who don't partake in that sort of thing, is really weird. The fact that the feds have to kill trade ships to stop them fortifying and stop them preparing other systems does not make the feds gankers. part of what they have to do for power play. If they left those ships alone and didn't attack them, then those ships would be free to fortify. It was like when I was VGSing against IED in IED space. I mean, I would spend hours each day in IED space. I mean, some days I'd spend up to 8 hours in IED space, getting my truck driver thing on, running shed loads of missions, having a laugh, running about. Now, it would have been churlish of me to complain about IED hunting and attacking me in my trade ships if I'm doing BGS against them. I am a legitimate target because I am actively BGSing against them. This is why I blocked and unblocked them all, and why I left Archon Delaine as a power during that period. Because if I was Archon Delaine, they could have shot me in and around the no-fire zone of every station in IED space, and if they were pledged the right power, wouldn't have been a problem. Meaning I would get no protection at all. And let's face it, I already got enough accusations of playing station games for using my carrier to kill a couple of people. Imagine if I'd actually have got someone killed by having crimes on a nearest station while I was in a trade ship. Yeah. So I left Archon Delaine because I wanted some protection from the stations as I was trading about. And the second reason was, the second thing I did, was I blocked and unblocked them, because when you're doing hours of truck driving in the middle of enemy territory, the last thing you want is for them just to be able to click over to their galaxy map and see where you are. But I accepted the fact that I would be attacked while doing BGS against them in trade ships, because that's what I'd be in doing the activity against them. The same way as the Empire will be in trade ships when they're preparing systems against the Feds, and the Feds will be in trade ships when they're preparing systems against the Empire. The fact that that leads to confrontation and fights is seen generally as a good thing by most of the community that take part in power play combat and enjoy the cut and thrust of power play. Now, obviously, there are people that are module shopping that get caught in the crossfire, and that is always an unfortunate thing. Horizon touches on that quite deeply in the conversation, and again, if you want to learn more about that, go to the Come Mine With Me when I interview Horizon. I'll put a link in the description and have a listen. It's a longer video, but it's one that, you don't have to watch, just have a listen to what's said. It's not really that much interesting going on visually, but ultimately power play is a covenant you enter into where you agree to have PvP with people from other powers. Because of the way it works, because of the mechanics, it's designed as a way of entitling people to PvP against each other. The whole point of power play is to enable PvP. So to have that PvP inaccurately described as ganking by people who clearly don't understand what's going on just really comes across as people being ignorant and insulting to a huge part of the community that really do take power play seriously. Anyway, now for some fun stuff. Here's my 2 kills on corvettes as I ram them to death trying to run for the station.
Just be aware you can go back to the station.
Yes.
What's in here? Okay.
You are in defiance of your lord. Surrender now.
And then
He's dead again. He's dead.
he's dead.
Spin around. Redskin hit.
Oh.
Nice. Going back to the city.
He's not going to make it, mate. Yep.
Nice.
He's dead. Beautiful.